Thank you very much. We've got Currie Cup winning coach John Plumtree from Rugby Sharks.
Thanks.
John, same as last week, teams leave the door open for you guys there at the end. I mean, you must want to go to the casino tonight.
Yeah, no, I prefer the racehorses. Yeah, no, look, I was just really proud of the boys. I mean, time's up on the clock and, you're wondering how you're going to get the next possession, and the Lions didn't kill the game and just gave us one sniff, and that's all we really wanted. I thought when Lorenzo turned the ball over with 2 or 3 minutes to go, and then we didn't get this. Well, they got another penalty, and I thought, well, that was pretty much game over. But yeah, it just gave us one more chance. But those types of moments are real good for our confidence. They never give up attitude that we're trying to install in the boys. So yeah, just proud of them.
Two trophies now in your last 2 tournaments. I know it's not the bigger ones, but what does that do for the confidence going into your season?
Yeah, look, I mean, you're right. I mean, we have the URC is the main goal in Champions Cup, and get all the boys back from the Springboks. But I think for this group of players, it's really important, and not just the players that played tonight, but the players that have played, through the first 6, 7 rounds, and obviously that management team. So I think it's unique. It makes it special that we've won tonight for a lot of people. You only. The ex-players that's send me messages, and they get excited about it. So there's a lot of people back in Durban that'll be very happy, or Natal that'll be very happy tonight. And so reflect on that. It is important. And a trophy like that is a beautiful trophy. And I didn't think I'd ever hold it again. So thank you. I didn't ever think I'd hold it again. So that felt quite good.
Jordan, what went through your head as that last penalty kick there?
It's all credit to Mike, I must say. All the early mornings, 5:30, training those pressure kicks. One day when you do get that opportunity, and that's when you need to nail it. And thinking back when I used to be at the Lions, there was a couple of kicks I missed as well. The one against the Bulls to win the game as well. So yeah, for me it was just staying calm and just thinking about the small processes leading to the kick, and just backing yourself. That's the biggest thing you can say, is just believe in yourself and just head down, follow through.
I was teasing him yesterday because he was hitting them at captain's practice from further back, and he was nailing them over, and I just said to him, look, mate, that looks really good, but can you hit them at a pressure moment? So he got his chance, and he just showed his old coach that he can do it. So yeah, good on you.
Yourself and John Dobson said you guys weren't too happy with the delaying the start to the season with the RC and that kind of disruption. Does this sort of make up for it and actually give you guys a bit of a boost going into it now?
Yeah, big time. I mean, to come up here and to lose, and then to have to get on a plane on Monday. We've picked up 1 or 2 knocks as well, so it wouldn't have been great. But to win it sort of makes it worth it. And like I say, there's a lot of young players in the team that have never won the Currie Cup before. I think it was only 5 or 6 in the squad that we had in Durban. So they all cherish this memory, and Jordan's kick will go down in folklore. And I think that's what it's all about. We said this week we will live in the moment, and we'll just do what we need to do to get through this week, and then we'll reassess how we shape up tomorrow, and catch a plane Monday. And my job now will be to get these boys back down to earth, and because we know what a tough side we've got to play over in Galway.
Jordan, your first touch of the ball today, the crowd booed quite heartily. I guess you could say you had the final say there with the final touch of the ball. Did you hear the boos at all? Was there part of you that was sort of saying, I'll show you guys?
No, I think Coach prepped us well in terms of Friday, and just before we came to the stadium, they're not our friends. It's a personal one. Coming to Ellis Park, I knew the fans and the people go against me, but it was just staying in the moment, staying in the game, and just executing what we needed to. And from me individually, Yeah, and when it came to the last kick, it was just, being in my space, my mind, and just backing that. And I knew the whole game as well. The crowd always plays a factor in terms of, pressure moments, the atmosphere and stuff like that. But you just, stay in your mind and just control the game.
Jordan, there are a few moments about you making the move because you're a big part of the Lions, you're a regular as well. Do you feel as if when you come chance at a moment like that, you win your first piece of silverware, that's the reason why you make that move and you feel a bit more justified that you probably don't even have to explain the move now? It explains itself because of your winning kick.
Look, no one also expected the season the Lions had, and they were definitely the favourites going into this final. My move was solely, to challenge myself, challenge my environment, and with the coaches we have there, I knew I was going to grow as a player, and that's what I needed in my career. And look, the perks of that is, winning a Currie Cup today. So and we also look forward to, going into URC and then eventually Hendrikse Cup as well. So that's also our goals. It's about celebrating tonight and also, keeping our focus on these big competitions as well.
Guys, can we take 3 more, please?
John, does the weather actually help you going to Connacht?
Yeah.
Anyway?
Yeah, well, hey, it might be better there. It's pretty average, but yeah, no, definitely it's good rehearsal, and like I said, Connacht's going to be tough, and I'm sure they'll be waiting for us. So home game for them. Yeah, but we like I said, we've got to found a little bit of belief, but it's going to be tough emotionally and physically getting off this high and a long trip over there. So yeah, at least I'll sleep well, I'm sure, after tonight's celebration.
John, congratulations, by the way, guys.
Thanks.
Since you returned to the Sharks, you've been quite clear that you want to play a more attacking brand of rugby. How difficult was it today to actually cut back on that? I mean, you had to, the conditions just made it imperative.
Yeah, look, I thought Ethan Hooker's try was beautiful, and we had to put pressure on them and hope for some turnover moments where we could get the ball into a bit of space. I think both teams had the same plan. It was just around who was going to get the opportunity. When we sort of could have played a little bit more at times, and we talked about that at half time. But the opportunities were really around just building pressure through the air, and then hoping for a couple of moments where we could get a penalty or a try. And they had, like I said, they had a couple of the same plan. I mean, they got down into our 22 in the second half and scored twice, which was really disappointing. And we'll have to be better than that. But I did think it looked like there was like a slight obstruction on the second try that I was a little bit disappointed didn't get reviewed. But I'll look at it again. But it's big moments. They have Lions, tough team. Emotionally they've got a great culture here and they play for each other, and we're working towards that. But we always knew it was going to be a close one tonight with those types of conditions.
John, just thought on closing the game. I think the last game went to the wire 100 minutes in. Today again, odds against you closing the game. Moving forward, what do you want your players to learn about closing those big games, especially away?
Yeah, look, the Lions had the opportunity to close the game out and didn't do it, and then they gave the opposition one sniff, and that's what can happen. I thought that ball was going into touch. I didn't realise the ball was going to pop out. I don't know how that ball popped out, but it did, and that was just then all of a sudden, our boys got pretty excited and we counter-attacked, and I think there was an infringement on Jordan, and when we got to around the 10 metre, I thought, well, if any type of penalty now where we could sneak it, and sure enough, when Rest put his arm out, I thought, okay, here we go. And that was the moment where the big fella over here stepped up. So yeah, close game and great final, and awesome that the people came out to support it tonight in this shitty weather.
Down to the final actions, if this competition needed an advert, would you say this was just about correct?
Yeah. Look, any finals, finals are great to watch, aren't they? They're so hotly contested, and especially in this country. the Currie Cup got that added spice, didn't it? Because the big teams brought back their players and used them as URC pre-season games. I mean, for us, you know, we've had 2 real tough games at altitude. You know, we've got over the line, we've got some confidence, so it's served a purpose. But the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that we have to, you know, we've got to travel to Ireland now, so it's not the ideal prep for a 3-week tour. But there'll be some smiles on their faces tonight, and we won't worry about that tonight.
Jordan, have you got any messages from your brother, or have you sent him any messages of yours?
No, look, Jaden's biggest thing is he has a test match tonight, and you know we both focus on that. Yeah, look, my family hasn't been going through, you know, the easiest. You know, my mother just had her op, so yeah, you know, it was quite a personal situation and circumstances. But you know, this will definitely put a smile on their faces, and yeah, this is also one for my dad, you know, because he would have loved to see me and my brother play together. So yeah, this cup and this final is definitely for him, and I know he'll be smiling down at us. But the job's not done, and you know that's our main message. You know, after tonight, the job's not done. You know, we get on the plane and you know we go to Connacht with confidence, but we also, you know, keep ourselves grounded as well.
Thanks, colleagues. John.
Thank you very
John,
much.
thank you very much.